All right, so we have a little treat for you. So this is a coaching call from the Agency Owners Association. This is a group that Neil and I have for agency owners to help you grow faster. So if you're in the agency space, you are a services business, this is applicable to you. It's a little preview of a call. It's probably 10, 15 minutes or so, and you get a sense for what it looks like to be in the group. If you want to learn more about the group, you can go to marketingschool.io/agency. Again, it's marketingschool.io/agency. Hope you enjoy the episode.
I would like to start off with opening up the floor to some wins for the week. Anybody would like to share their wins, new clients, success, progress, anything?
I had told you all I would give you some, I'm sorry, I still have a cold. I would give you some feedback on that virtual marketing hire that was the company that AOA had recommended. And the process went really, really smoothly. They were great. They found us a rock star. First one that they had us interview, and everybody fell in love with her. And then my team was like, wow, it feels weird to hire the first one. Should we have them give us a couple more? And they gave us a couple more, and the first one was the one. So we hired her a couple weeks ago. I think this is week 3, and she's doing amazing. So yeah, all good.
Wow, congratulations. What is she doing?
She's doing a lot of execution. You know, she's writing some content. So doing some stuff like case studies and doing some email marketing. But, you know, our language is pretty specific because we're in the property and casualty insurance space. So you not only have to understand marketing and verbiage and all that, but you have to learn insurance. And I mean, she's just adapting so fast. So it's
wow,
really cool. Yeah.
Where did she end up coming from? What country?
She is also in the Philippines. We have others that are in the Philippines, and my goodness, be careful who you hire in the Philippines are, because their power is out all the time.
Yeah.
But this gal is in Manila, and so she shouldn't have the same power issues, hopefully. Yeah. And you know, it was funny, the original pricing for her, I think they told us that we'd probably have to pay like $12 an hour. And then they found her and came back to us and said, okay, she's $7.50 an hour. And we were like, okay.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
That's fabulous.
Yeah. Yeah. Really good.
All right, so I wanted to take a second to tell you about the Agency Owners Association. So this is an agency peer group ran by my podcast co-host Neil Patel and myself, Eric Siu, and these were 9 and 8-figure agency owners respectively. And what I will say is, at the end of the day, you want to learn from people that have been there, done that. If you want to grow your agency to 7 figures, 8 figures, and beyond, this is the group for you. And we bring in other agency owners to speak as well. And it's a great peer group where you can help each other out. And you're going to learn how to acquire more clients. You're going to learn how to take yourself out of the day-to-day and to build the business of your dreams. And the cool thing, till November 30th, we are holding a special price, and you can apply at marketingschool.io/agency. And the great thing about it as well, if you try to get into the group, there's a 7-day free trial, right? So once November 30th hits, we're going to increase the price by $200 per month. So right now you're getting it at the lowest price possible. So go to marketingschool.io/agency to learn more, and we'll see you inside.
Similar story. We hired 3 people this week, starting today, actually. So it's been kind of a crazy day. But yeah, similarly, we're using kind of a recruiting firm out of North Macedonia, which is just north of Greece, near Albania, Bulgaria, and that area, the peninsula across from Italy. And I mean, the first 2, like you, Anita, interviews were like, we're looking for a design lead. So someone in-house that could oversee all the design projects that we have in, from logo design, branding, to just make sure the brand guides are implemented, you know, through our social media projects and throughout the customer's brands. And she's her English is amazing. Like you know, she's got better English than some you know, people live in America that are working here, and highly educated. She's been drawing and in art since she was young, but she went to like a special art school, a high school kind of thing, then university. Now she's doing her master's, and we're paying $9 an hour. And the company we're working with, they house them. So this is in Skopje, it's called. It's like the main city in North Macedonia. So they actually have like a really nice office there, and then so they have generators, power, all the time. They have a place where people come and work, so they get their own like cubicle or nice working environment, and they provide the computer as well.
Wow.
And that's all included for $9 an hour.
Wow.
Yeah. And so that was yeah.
What do you do about security, Kevin?
So we use Google Workspace. So everything goes on the Google Drive, the company Google Drive. If somebody does something wrong, we just change the password on their email, and they have no access to anything basically.
Yeah.
But they sign. We have a really, I can share what I do. I have a really good onboarding kind of thing where we have. It's more to put the fear of God in them. That it's not like a real legal doc. It's real, actually plain English, but it's a non-disclosure, confidentiality agreement, and we have a whole onboarding process that just talks about security, how we do things. We all passwords and stuff are in like a Google sheet. So again, we just take somebody off the Google sheet; they have no access, kind of thing. And so security is a concern and something that we promise our clients, especially if you're dealing with clients, lawyers or insurance. Is so you can't put handcuffs on people, but definitely protocols are important. I learned the hard way on the few years ago, but I've been really, I have quick keys that I can shut off things very quickly. Yeah.
Nice. Well, congratulations. That sounds awesome.
Thank you.
Nice.
And then one more hire. We had a growth hacker. So same process. Hired somebody who could just do everything. Like they know coding, but they're client facing. This guy's been a marketer for 9 years, really more of a senior guy. Again, $10 an hour.
Wow.
And yeah, he's almost a strategist. I could put him in like operationally in charge of teams. He's managed teams of 20, 30 people, but he, the economy there is kind of suppressed because of the corruption in the government. So, paying them like $10 an hour, you think that's cheap, but that's a really good, they have some doctors who are working for them because they make more money as marketer than a doctor, kind of thing. And so anyways, I'm really enjoying this North Macedonian marketplace. I've hired in the Philippines and it's hit or miss, kind of thing. And they're getting more spoiled, in my opinion. They're just expecting more and more and more. So this is kind of a new thing. I'll keep you guys posted, but yeah, I'm excited.
We've hired most of our Philippine employees through a gal that I met in a mastermind group. And she does an amazing job. She finds them for you. I think she does charge like $1,200 to find them for you, but she'll bring as many people as you want until you find your person. And then once you find them, they're yours and she's out altogether. But she also trains them, not obviously on things that are marketing specific or things like that, but she does like some mindset training and team building stuff and that kind of thing. So she holds on to them for the first couple of weeks. And then they have a community where, they can still interact with their peers and that kind of thing. She's built something pretty beautiful. I like it. And we've had really good success hiring through her as well, but they are not marketers. They are more admin people. So we've gotten, I think 3 or 4 of them through her. But haven't found the marketing people. So
yeah, that's a really good point. I think that community, like that's why we did it through this group as well.
Yeah,
is they have their office, they have developers there, they got other people, so they're all working for American companies and they work our East Coast hours. And that's the other thing. Philippines, they're 12 hours difference time zone, so they're working night shifts a lot of time to work our time. These guys are only 4 or 5 hours difference. And so
that's cool.
yeah, And so I was going to mention one other thing with that is, we can't buy these employees. These are like rentals, and it's like, but if someone has to leave, we can get them replaced. There's no additional recruiting cost. I've done that before too, where I paid like $1,200 to get someone to find us. But this is all included. They provide the laptops, the technology, everything to the employee, and local, benefits. Take out taxes, do it right. So
Nice.
that's another thing, just for everybody's. I'm going to put the resource in the school. Austin asked if I could put it there, so I'll do that. Thanks, guys.
Yeah. And I'll do the same for sure.
I want to take a second to tell you about my podcast co-host agency, so NP Digital. So Neil Patel Digital, what they do is they do a whole host of marketing services, and they are global. They're worldwide. They have SMB services as well. They have mid-market to enterprise services as well. They cover the entire gamut. So you can just go to mpdigital.com to learn more about it. And now back to the episode.
Nice. Is
Good
anybody
stuff.
else looking to make like strategic hires before the end of the year?
I'm thinking about it.
Okay.
Same here.
It kind of seems to be like a hot topic. What are you thinking about, Rebecca?
So I'm listening hard on these ideas, and I need, and everyone here knows what I don't have to explain it to you. I basically need a customer facing project manager type person who can run the stuff. It's my superpower, and that's what I've always contributed, except I'm doing all of the sales right now and other things. And so if I'm very successful on sales, I'm going to make the wheels fall off the bus with project management. So I'm in a different place than a lot of you, but anyways, that's what I need to hire, and I know it because we're right there. We're running out of hours in the day. So
When I was
don't.
growing my agency, Rebecca, that was
Yeah,
the
sir.
biggest hurdle for me to get let go of. And now I have two project managers. One's in the US, one's in Argentina.
Okay.
And they both are fabulous. The one in the US, I'd have to pay like $30 an hour.
Right.
The one in Argentina, I pay, I think, $7 an hour. And she's got 12 years experience, not PMP certified, but she's very strong project management.
I don't care about PMP. I mean,
Yeah, I know we don't need it.
it's
in
a whole
our
long
world.
story. Yeah.
Yeah. So
But
anyways, any way it can help if you ever
yeah.
want to like brainstorm offline. I've hired in Pakistan, India. Pakistan I prefer more than India for technical
Yes,
things, more like that side. South America, they're in our time zone.
I know.
So their English is really good. Argentina, the economy has been so inflation and stuff. Our dollar goes a long way there. So you can
Yeah.
get somebody $1,200 a month that you'd pay $5,000 a month easily here,
Right.
kind of thing. And then I'm trying this more Eastern European, only because I want people starting earlier than a little bit earlier on the East Coast time, so that they're ramping up. So by the time we come online, we got a bunch of stuff going already.
Yeah.
And
No, that works really well. I'm West Coast, and so it's Eastern Europe, sometimes a tiny problem. So I definitely want to talk
Oh, you're
to you.
West Coast.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I do want to talk to you. So South America, I've messed around with some of the outsourcers down there, and that was more for tactical stuff. And I have better luck with that in the US in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
But the account management, so definitely do want to talk about how you found your Argentinian resource.
You got it.
Yeah, I'll bug
I'll
you.
do that.
Thank you,
And if
Kevin.
anybody else has questions, we could talk on school, more too.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it a lot.
Nice.
So yes, Austin, I'm thinking a lot about this. This is occupying my mind because I'm getting in the way now, and I wasn't before. But that's a good problem.
It's a good problem to have.
It's a good
for sure.
problem. No, I'm actually really becoming very optimistic.
No,
I
man,
always
what
am.
are you thinking about as far as like strategic hires? And then I would definitely want to see what other people are thinking about too.
Yeah, so a couple things. We had a couple wins, let's share. One is so I had a conversation with Scott earlier this week, and he did some things that for some SEO work. We might just do some white labeling work with their team. So that's really good. Particularly with this financial advisor that we're building an SEO profile for. So that's I think that's going to help really a lot. So I'm really excited about that. Another win was we got a new client. Basically, an old client became a new client, so that's a huge win. We did their website, I don't know, 5 years ago now, and now it's like they're looking for a refresh and rebrand and everything. So it's going to be a pretty substantial build for us. Because of that and some of the growth, now I'm looking to potentially hire, because I'm kind of getting into the technical weeds way too much than my capabilities are, and probably my own technical knowledge is. So I'd like to be able to hire somebody to kind of like oversee, project manage essentially the technical parts of it. Maybe even do a little bit architectural design on some projects. So that I can focus more on business development and growth, and more typical marketing activities.
I remember Scott was talking about, or maybe it was Kevin who mentioned that Scott was good at this, talking about like, what are those called? The knowledge cards? What did you call
Yeah.
them? Is that what he was helping you do? Because I remember you talked about that on the last call, Newman.
Yeah, that's what he showed me, and so I pitched it to a potential client, and they're super excited. I actually pitched it a couple of investor friends of mine too, and entrepreneurs, and they're all really, really interested. I mean, these are probably projects that would probably be worth like 50 to 100K each.
Wow, for getting that Google profile like at the
Yeah.
top.
For some
Very cool.
investors and for some entrepreneurs, it's worth a lot for reputation of their business, reputation of themselves, and how they present themselves with investors and customers. So,
Oh yeah. So that's representing like a high profile client and not necessarily like a business, right?
yeah.
Okay. Very cool. Is anyone else working with like high profile like influencers, let's say, or is it mostly like businesses that you're providing marketing services for? Mostly B2B, right?
Ours is businesses, B2B for sure. And Austin, I don't know if anybody else would be interested, but maybe we could hear more from Scott about what he's doing, because I'm not familiar with what Noman's talking about.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I can actually reach out to Scott and see if he would be willing to maybe post something in school about kind of his thought process
Yeah.
of what it looks like. Yeah, that'd be awesome.